Hello, we're at Bergen Street Station on the FMG line. This is the first station heading southbound on the Culver line, which is Brooklyn's unknown subway jam, and it has tons and tons and tons of history. So without any further ado, here is that history, and I'll see you down at 9th Street Station. The history of the Culver Line, Brooklyn's unknown subway gem, traces back to 1875, when the Prospect Park and Coney Island Railroad opened, running a horse-car line from Greenwood Cemetery to Culver Depot, near Coney Island. In 1890, the line was extended to 36th Street and 5th Ave in Sunset Park, with connections to the 5th Avenue elevated. In 1893, the Long Island Railroad bought the line and built a ramp up to the 5th Ave elevated, allowing elevated trains from downtown Brooklyn to continue all the way to Coney Island. In 1899, the Brooklyn Rapid Transit Company bought the line from the LRR and also began streetcar service to Coney Island. However, south of 36th Street, the line remained just a streetcar line, and this was obviously not great with the vastly increased amounts of traffic using it. Hence, as a part of the famed dual contracts, an elevated line along this route was proposed. In March of 1913, the dual contracts were signed and construction was started. On March 16, 1919, the first section of the line had opened, and by May of 1920, the full Culver elevated had opened. This, however, was only the first part of the Culver line. For the subway nerds out there, of which I'm a part, you know that the Culver line is an IND line, and the F train is an IND service. The Culver elevated was still completely operated by the BRT, which later became the BMT. What changed to make this an IND line? Well, first, a bit of context. The Culver line extension, as it was then known, was constructed in the early 1930s and was completed to Church Avenue in 1933. This line, despite sharing a name with and being near the aforementioned BMT Culver elevated, had nothing to do with it. After all, the BMT and IND were competing companies. Proposals did exist to extend the IND line, mostly as part of the IND second system, but none of these came to fruition. What ended up happening was in 1940, when the BMT, IND, and IRT all merged into the New York City Transportation Authority, something called the Culver Ramp was quickly proposed. This feat of engineering allowed IND trains to climb up out of the tunnel and merge onto the formerly BMT Culver elevated. Construction started in 1941, and after many delays, it opened in 1954. The former BMT line remained as the Culver Shuttle and continued operating until 1975. So with all that incredibly cool history out of the way, let's go see 9th Street, the highest metro station in the Western Hemisphere. Welcome to 9th Street. I just got off here. That's the northbound F train, and as you can see, there's some really amazing views here. Here's our train, and you can see we're up on a bridge, and I don't know if this is as obvious as it is in person on camera, but you can see out these windows, we are very, very high up. In fact, this is the highest metro station in the Western Hemisphere, the highest outside of China, and the second highest in the world. It was the highest in the world until a new metro station got built in China. I'll put the name on screen now. But yeah, this is 9th Street. It is really cool, and I've been here once before, but I'm happy I've been here again. So yeah. Very cool. And now some foam shots. One more thing before the foam shots that I forgot to say. The reason we're so high up, the reason we're on a bridge, is because right below us is the Gowanus Canal. And back in the days of like ships and stuff, they had to have the train bridge so high, and they were going to build a really, really, really low level, like really deep tunnel, but instead they built this over an already existing drawbridge. Of course, the Gowanus Canal is now more polluted than anything else. It's not really used for ships much anymore, but this does still exist. And 9th Street Station is really, really cool. Arguably one of the coolest on the subway. So yeah, without any further ado, the foam shots shall commence. Hello. So as you heard in the history section, there used to be two Culver lines. There was the I&D Culver line, which is this, and the BMT Culver line, and that's why this line is so interesting history. So currently, I'm using the sub-gram. We're right here. Ditmas Ave has a little remnant of the old shuttle that linked the two, and then I wanted to walk the shuttle because there are just a couple cool things. However, what I wanted to do was take the G to church and then get a bus here, but that bus got canceled. So instead, I'm going to take this to Ditmas. We'll go up the Culver ramp, which is very cool, and then at Ditmas Ave, we'll then walk and then walk back. Or if there's a bus, we'll take the bus back. So yeah, slight change of plans, but still all good, and still some really nice views. So yeah, I'll see you over at Ditmas Ave, or at going up the Culver ramp from Church Ave up to Ditmas Ave. Already voicing this over because my actual narration was a bit disjointed in the clip. So this clip is of me going up the Culver ramp from Church Ave up to Ditmas Ave. And then Ditmas Ave is a cool station, and this clip is of the little stub remnant of the Culver shuttle. And then I decided, why not walk the whole thing? So I decided to walk it, and now this clip is of the 38th Street yard with an R32 still there. It was a bit graffitied, and the fence was very bad about taking photos because the little holes were really tiny. But it was still cool. And then this clip is of two R42s. Plus two other random cars in front of them. I don't know what they are. It's P8007 and P8008. If you know what that is, please leave a comment below. But yeah, 30th Street Yard was really cool, and it had the original tracks of the Culver Shuttle, which was also cool, and old trains are always fun. So without any further ado, let's cut to me hopefully getting on the B35 bus. Okay, there's no B35 tracking. I don't know when it's coming. If it doesn't come within the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna have to walk back to Ditmas Ave, which sure will be fun. So, yay! Alrighty, welcome back to Ditmas Ave. Hope you enjoyed that Culver shuttle bonanza. Not sure how many clips I actually included because I filmed a lot, but there's nothing at 13th Ave. Fort Hamilton Parkway was the side of 38th Street Yard, which is a bunch of cool old trains. And then the B35 never came, so I walked both ways. But yeah, I'm back here at Ditmas Ave. Our train's in about 5 minutes, and we're gonna head south to our next cool Culver line location. Alrighty, welcome back on an F train. We're now going to head down to Bay Parkway, the least used station in all of Brooklyn. So I'll see you there. Alrighty, welcome to Bay Parkway Station. And as I said, this is the least used station in Brooklyn. And if there was any question as to why it's the least used, cemetery, and all the way down there, another one. So this station exists entirely to serve those cemeteries. Its walkshed is entirely those cemeteries, and hence it has pretty low riderage, at least on the scale of subway. Only 240,275 riders per year in 2022 for the full year. Well, my belongings are in sight. Cool. As for why it's least used, of course, the cemeteries. I personally think it's a pretty cool station, though. You can also see the narrow bridge from here, which is nice. So yeah, without any further ado, here comes my train, and we'll head further down the line. So I'll see you on board. All right, we are heading out of Bay Parkway now, and our next stop on our exploration of the coal line will be Kings Highway. So we'll see you down there now. Okay, once again voicing this over so this video does not become hours long. Basically, Kings Highway is a cool station because you get some nice skyline views, and it has a center platform and a center track, which is not used because the F Express trains only go as far as Church Ave on the Express track. They're in local south of there. Here is a foam shop for you foamers, and now I'll see you heading out of Kings Highway on our way to West 8th Street, New York Aquarium, which is arguably even cooler than Smith 9th Street, which is a very high bar to clear. Alrighty, we're making the famous turn into the lower level of West 8th Street, New York Aquarium station. The station is incredibly cool because of that, and it's also a double level station. It's a bi-level station, but both levels are above ground, which is just incredibly cool. So yeah, on the upper level there's the Q, on the lower level there is the S, and yeah, it's really cool. So here we are. I am going to pop over to that side in just a second to film some more trains, but first I'll give you the this foam shot you all deserve. That worked really well. Those were some really great shots. So my train down to Cone Island is about to come, and then I'll head up on the N train. So with this train arriving, thank you very much for watching and learning about the Culver line, Brooklyn's unknown subway gem. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.